AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. You niggas keep a cool booty, man. Everybody keep a cool booty. Have some patience, man. Got Thrillium in my DMs. Flea, where you at? Everybody in the comments. Fabian not here. You got to give them some. I see you, K-Dot. Be patient, y'all. Family, what up?
I'm a little jealous. You know, everybody in your DM worrying about you and where you at. What about your guy?
My nigga Will said, hey, y'all going live, my brother? The chat been waiting. That's what Will said. Hope all is well, okay?
First and foremost, how do I look on the screen and how do I sound?
You just need your hair done, that's all.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting that done Thursday. Don't worry about it.
You just need your hair done, that's all.
We back in action Thursday.
You're looking good. You're looking rested. You got a new Nike tee on. You're good.
Got these shits by the boatloads, man.
By the boatload, baby.
You know what I mean? But first and foremost, how's everybody doing? Big shout out to the chat. We miss y'all and we happy y'all miss us. As y'all know, the great producer / director. Now y'all understand how important he is.
For sure.
So all y'all that give flack and throw shade to Fabian, yeah, this thing don't work without none of us, right? But he's on vacation, so we are so happy that y'all being patient and bearing with us. But listen, we ain't gonna never let y'all down. Me and Flea always gonna disagree. He always gonna get on my nerves because he knows too much and he is smart. I don't like smart people. No, I listen, right? But all seriousness, miss y'all, love y'all. We got we got a great show coming up. Knicks rehab. You know what I realized, Flea?
Darlene B. Tory
the
B.
beautiful. I'm listening.
They here.
The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant ladies of AllBall TV. Darlene Bryan and Tory B is in the building. How y'all feeling tonight? Flea, shout out the ladies, man.
Darlene B, what up, girl? Tory B. La I know you ain't heard that in a little bit. I still got the movies. It's all good. Nostalgic Nick, what up? Sean Wilson, what up? Bless One, what up?
Oh, man, listen.
What up?
We already got a super chat. Big shout out at Brooklyn NPG 102. Yo, what's the word, brothers? You know the word. Knicks rehab, nigga. Yeah. Big shout out to you. Nigga, I'm mad when a nigga give a super chat. I'm still not happy. What's up? Knicks rehab is what's up, nigga. Yeah.
Angry ass nigga. What?
But you know what I realized, Flea, the chat? They don't give a fuck about nothing else but Knicks rehab.
They love the Knicks, baby.
So
you know how much they love the Knicks?
Go ahead.
They done drag Detroit Pistons fans in here and they linger around because they love the Knicks. Y'all love the Knicks.
Listen, them niggas is somewhere getting a lot of rest because it's going down tomorrow. But tonight, we got some great topics for y'all. And we ain't gonna waste no more of y'all time. We hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. All the ladies, I hope y'all had a great Valentine's Day. Fellas, I hope y'all had a great Valentine's Day as well, right? But let's get right to it. Listen, Flea, second half of the season is here. All-Star weekend is over.
Dunzo.
The fun and games is over, y'all. Everybody knows what's the word, Flea. The real season starts after the NBA season. That's why it's very important before the All-Star break, get your wins up. The schedule is sweet. Knock down who you're supposed to knock down, pause, because you know second half of the season, it gears up, right? Our beloved Knicks. Flea, you have the schedule of the next 10 or so games, right?
Yes, sir.
Chat, we need y'all to engage. We need y'all to really get down with this. Let's talk about these next 10 games. And as Flea always says, what team are we getting the second half of the season after the All-Star break? Is it the MVP level Brunson? Is it the All-NBA Cat, MVP level Cat? Is it the DPOY candidate?
OG Anunoby?
Is it the real Iron Man with some type of arsenal? Mikal Bridges?
Do we keep the K's? Do we keep the K's in Knicks rehab for the remainder of the season? Do we do that? Are they going to play well enough for us to do that?
Exactly. So Flea, read off some of these games we have coming up and let's discuss. Are we a little nervous? Are we okay? And what team are we looking forward to the next half of the season.
Let's just finish out the month. Let's do that first before we jump into March. Let's finish out the month. For the month, we start on Thursday. You know we got a big one pausing on Thursday against the Detroit Pistons.
Tomorrow night.
That's Thursday.
Oh, that's Thursday. Today is Tuesday. Excuse me. Thursday.
Slow down. We need as much rest as we need.
Hold on. No. You see, I ain't scared. Yeah, I'm rushing. Yeah.
You ready? You ready? Let's up it. You ready? So we got the Detroit Pistons on Thursday night, national TV. Then on Saturday, prime time at the Garden, we got the Houston Rockets. That'll be the first time we see Houston all season. Then we jump on the road for Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. We're at Chicago, at Cleveland, and then to finish off the month, we're at Milwaukee. So Detroit, Houston, Chicago, Cleveland, and Milwaukee. OG, I'm gonna hand the baton back over to you. 5 games. We'll go the first 5 games out of the after the All-Star break. Again, we got Detroit, Houston, at Chicago, at Cleveland, at Milwaukee. What's our record after those first 5 games? And what are you expecting for us? How do you expect us to start the second half of the season?
First and foremost, I got to give a shout out. This is my big bro, Van. In there's LeVan Woodson. Me and his family have known each other since I was like a kid. I'm talking about 8, 9, 10 years old. So for him to pull up on YouTube, because it's very difficult for everybody that follow us on IG to come over to YouTube. So V, it's my brother Van. Love you to death. Appreciate you showing up and pulling up.
I love to see that. Big shout out to Van, man. Big shout out.
We should 5-game stretch. I'm gonna say 4-1.
4-1.
Yes.
You expect us to play some good basketball then?
Yes, I do. I think by then, remember, we just had a lot of rest, right? And after the All-Star break, we don't play till Thursday. So my opinion, OG and Josh Hart, what's up with them? Now, you know, if the injury reports say they're not healthy and they're not ready to play, then I gotta walk that back a little bit. But I'm guessing everybody should be healthy except Deuce. We just acquired, right? Sohan. Alvarado is gearing up. So for me, I think we beat Detroit. We owe them an ass kicking. We know Thursday night is very important. We're gonna discuss that tomorrow for sure. That's probably gonna be the whole show.
That's the whole show. That's the whole show.
I'm not impressed with Houston. Let me just be honest with you.
You started there at the beginning of the season.
I'm not impressed
there
with
at the beginning of the season.
Yes, I'm not impressed with Houston. We already know Milwaukee and Chicago. That should be an easy. Those should be 2 easy. Those should be lock-ins, Flea. Listen, just my opinion.
It's fucking Knicks, man.
I know, but for me, the one loss is the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm gonna be honest. That James Harden edition is a little spooky right now. Now I understand how people may feel in the playoffs, right? We all know how Harden does, but I'm just saying for me, this is a new look Cleveland Cavaliers. So I don't know how our scouting report is gonna be, right? We played Detroit already. Like I said, Houston, I'm not paying them no mind. Listen, Sengun is great. We got Big Mitch, right? So miss me with all of that. But for me, I think the only legit threat in those 5 games to finish out the month, I'm gonna go with Cleveland, Fleet. I think James Harden makes Cleveland that much more legit. So whatever we had them at, to me, he puts them a notch a bit up. So if we had them flaming out in the second round, I think James Harden can be the guy to get them over the hump. That's of course only less.
They 3-0 with him. First 3 games, they 3-0 with him.
But have you watched those 3 games?
I watched 1. I did not watch 3. I watched 1, and
they look impressively.
They look good together. They look good together. I can't act like I didn't like what I saw. I was like, damn, that looks pretty good.
Right. So for me, Flea, before I let you cook, you know, us, we stay in the moment, right? And we have to be honest. The Cleveland Cavaliers look legit. Now, of course, I'm taking my Knicks. I think we have a better roster once we're fully healthy. But in those 5 games to finish out the month of February, like I said, I think we should go 4-1. if we go 3-2, I'm not mad depending on the 2 losses. Like I said, Flea, if they dog fights, if it goes down to the wire, if we miss a big shot or a team hits a unbelievable shot against us to get the win, or if it, like I said, just a dog fight, then I can live with that. But I can't live with no more blowouts. Mike Brown.
Can't get thumped by 30.
Flea. I can't live with no more blowouts. So for me, I think these next 5 games, I think we should be 4-1. And I think how we're going to look, I think we're going to look very well. I think we've been passing the ball a lot. Brunson's been getting off the ball. We've been in transition. The pace of the game's been getting much better, picking it up. And like I said,
playing fast.
Right. So for me, I'm going 4-1, Flea.
4-1. Okay, I like that. Let's give some historical perspective to this a little bit, OG. Last year, after the All-Star break, first 5 games was Chicago, at Cleveland, at Boston, Philly, and at Memphis. We went 3-2.
And real quick, Flea, in 3-2, I don't mean to cut you off. Those teams you just named, what were the rosters? Was everybody healthy? Remember, Philly Cleveland was on fire. So go ahead.
Let's take a peek. So we beat Chicago in overtime, but we lost to Cleveland and Boston on back-to-back nights. Cleveland beat us. I don't know if y'all remember Cleveland beating us by 40,000 last year.
I remember that.
In Cleveland, they beat us by a ton. And then that next game, we lost to, hold on, let me pull it up, y'all. I got y'all. Let me pull it up. That next game, we lost to Boston, and we lost handedly too. In Boston, that's a Saturday afternoon game, right. And Tatum and Brown both have decent games. Tatum almost has a triple-double. So after the All-Star break last year, we started 3-2. I think Thursday is the toughest game, OG. Thursday's the toughest game. We got to be on. I
disagree.
Okay.
I think Houston and Cleveland, I'm going to let you finish, and we can respond to that as well. I think Houston and Cleveland is going to be tough games as well. I don't think it's just going to be Detroit.
Here's the thing. If you playing for the Knicks and you know that you got your ass kicked by 30 the last 2 times you've seen Detroit, they come into our crib now. It's the first time they come into the Garden. They got a ton of confidence. Everybody around the world feels like Detroit is the team to beat this year. I don't know, but that's the conversation all across the basketball world. They come into the Garden and we beat the shit out. That's what we need to do. We need to kill them.
Flea.
We need to kill them.
Hey, Flea, I don't mind if we go 1-4 as long as we beat the fucking
As long as we beat them
Pistons,
niggas.
right?
As long as we beat them niggas. But no, in all honesty, I think that for me, the most realistic record is going to be 3-2. I think the first 2 games, to be honest, are going to be tough games. I know you're not very high on Houston. I'm not very high on Houston either. But what I do know is Houston is a big team. Houston's a big team. They long, and they can match us in terms of how we do so well on the glass, right? I think Houston leads the league in rebounding right now.
Yeah, they tough on the boards.
Yeah, they tough on the board. Steven Adams is down now, so they don't have him anymore. But when they got a lineup out there of Thompson and Jabari Smith and KD and Sengun, and it's long, it's athleticism. It just gives me cause to pause, and I want to see us win that game. I haven't seen us play well against Detroit, so I'm interested in seeing how we going to bounce back against Detroit. What you got?
Hold on, stay right there.
Yep.
How would you feel about Mike Brown, which I know you're not a big fan of him, but how would you feel in chat? Chat, we need y'all to engage heavy, as y'all always do. Love y'all, hit that like button, share, like, subscribe, become members, do it all. Pause, right?
Everything you got to do.
But chat, we need y'all to respond to this as well. But Flea, I got to ask you. Coming out after the All-Star break, Knicks lose the first 2 games. Yep. Give me your thoughts on Mike Brown, because we can't ignore that, right? If Mike Brown loses the first 2 games after the All-Star break, Flea, you have to give me your opinion on your thoughts on him.
Mike Brown should have never been the head coach of this basketball team. So I'm going to stay consistent and stay there. But I ain't going to go back. East Blue Drew always gets mad at me when I go back to talk about my guy Tibbs, so I ain't going to do that to our guy Drew. But You lose the first 2 games after the All-Star break. Forget the first 2 games. You lose to Detroit again after the break, after some rest. There's questions. There's concerns. I don't think Mike Brown gets fired. I think he's good now, OG. He's good now.
I'll respond to that. I will respond to that.
Wait a minute. 50-plus games in, we're coming after the All-Star break, and now we're in the home stretch on our way to the playoffs. You think at some point Mike Brown could still get fired?
I mean, if I'm not saying during the season, but you're saying that he right. If
I'm saying he's safe right now, like throughout the rest of the season. I'm not saying summertime. Right now,
cool.
He's not,
all right.
You're not going to fire him.
So you got to be very specific with me, because what I said in the beginning
with an SP.
Right. Listen, even if I said Pacific, so what? Fuck y'all going to do about it, right?
With an SP.
Specific. Because what I said in the beginning of the season, Flea, if he doesn't do this thing correctly, he will be fired. Flea, if we come out the All-Star break and we get thumped, that's your word, and we get dog walked, as you say, against the Detroit Pistons again, and then let's just say playoffs, we're not in the finals or a dog fight in the conference finals, he gets fired easily. It's not even a question.
There's a lot of pressure on him. We're talking about finals. We're talking about coming out of the Eastern. We was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Obviously, we feel like we got out-coached and all that kind of thing. Rick Carlisle ran circles around Tibbs and all that kind of stuff, for sure. But we make the coaching change. Our roster is where we need it to be. Mike Brown, it's on you now. We know what we expect from the guys, but we know what we expect from coaches when it comes to playoff time. We know we expect them to make adjustments. We know we expect them to look at matchups. We expect them to coach. Throughout the year, you're going to rely a lot on your players, right? Guys have phenomenal years. We rely strictly on the players. But when we get into a 2-week, 7-game series, you got to win 4 before the other team wins 4. That's coaching. That's when we see what type of coach he is. So he loses to Detroit to start the second half of the season. That's a problem for me. We should take this next game very personal. Detroit Pistons fans are very confident, as they should be.
Right.
They're the talk of the town right now because they're the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. So they've earned all the preliminary respect they're getting right now. But we know what the real season starts. We know what it looks like when it's time for winning time. And the last time it was winning time, we kicked their ass. And so now it's starting to build up to winning time. We got to start getting some signature wins. Some wins that say we ready for the playoffs. So I'm going 3-2 for the record after the All-Star break to start it, the first 5 games.
Yeah, I mean, in chat, we need y'all to get into this conversation. What record do y'all think we'll have coming out the All-Star break, finishing out the month of February, right? Flea gave y'all the first 5 games, the first 5 teams we're going to play. Please put in that chat what y'all think our record should be, right? Just because to me, that's a different question. It don't matter what we want, what you think it should be. And for me, Flea, I hear what you're saying. And no matter what, we have to beat Detroit Thursday night. To start off the second half of the season with a big win against Detroit would say a lot for us. And it would say a lot about Mike Brown, Brunson, and Karl Anthony Towns. And I think, to me, you cannot lose to the Detroit Pistons 3-4 times in a season and you looking like an AAU team going against a college team. That's what they make us look like, right? Let's be for real.
Last 2 games, they've been kicking our ass.
Right. We have to be honest. So for me, I get what you're saying. Mike Brown can't come out after the All-Star break and lose the first 2 games. He cannot. If he does that,
it's a tone setter, though. It's a tone setter. So if he does that, what are you saying? What do you say? If he does that, and now we're 35-22, because what are we right now? 30 and 35 and 20. We start the second half. We lose back-to-back games. We'll be 35-22. You walking him out the door? You can't walk him out the door right
No. I'm not saying you can't walk him out the door, but I think now the heat ramps up. I think because you got to remember, he's been flying under the radar as far as social media, right? Ain't nobody really thinking about him. He ain't getting no real smoke. Remember, he had a little bit
they giving him some benefit of the doubt. What moms used to say, we giving him a little rope. Give you a little rope. See if you hang yourself.
We
gonna see.
Right. And hanging yourself is, nigga, you can't beat Detroit. No.
Tibbs couldn't beat Boston one time last year, and we got to the playoffs and we got them niggas out of there.
This ain't Tibbs.
Very true.
Remember,
Very true.
Tibbs was there for years. Tibbs had a certain level of love and respect from the fans, from the organization, from the players, right? No matter what we feel or how I feel about him, Mike Brown ain't Tibbs. So Mike Brown has to stamp his approval, right? Like, come on, man. Listen, Pops moved out, Step Pops moved in. You a lame? Oh, nah, my nigga, you bugging. Pop Dukes had
the crib don't respect you. The crib don't respect you. Look, we eating a big piece of chicken.
So come
on,
Mike,
Moms is making our plate first.
Come on, man.
Mom, I know. I got
I mean, so you get what I'm saying? So Step Pop's coming in. Nah, bro. So I feel, Mike Brown, he's very lucky. But I think now, the second half of the season, remember, because now there's excuses that's ready to be made. Flea, the media is ready to jump all over the Knicks and Mike Brown now. Because you know what they're going to be saying? Look at the tough schedule. Look at the tougher teams. Oh, that's who y'all are. Y'all can beat the bad teams, but you can't beat the good teams. So for me, I think it is very important that Mike Brown comes out the second half of the season after the All-Star break on fire. Like I said, if he can beat Detroit and beat Houston, I think right there is when everybody's going to say, okay, we might have the guy, no matter how nobody else feels. So, I love what the chat is doing. They are all, participating. Some of them are saying 3-2. Some of them say 4-1. I love what somebody said. They said, we ain't going to be 0-5. Bet that.
We ain't going to be 0-5. I saw that.
Right.
I saw that.
Right.
Big shout out to the chat. Fabian is never far away. So Fabian is letting us know that I guess apparently right now YouTube is down, or they having a little lag, or something's going on with YouTube right now. So I know y'all used to having a ton of people in here. It looked like we got a little over 100 people in the spot. I guess as YouTube gets back up and running, we'll get more and more people in the spot. But I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on.
Well, listen, Flea, you said that perfectly. Thank you, Fabian, for that news. And for me, it just goes to show you the love and the respect that the chat has for us and what we have for y'all. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm fine with whoever's in the building.
Whoever's here.
Like, listen, man, we love y'all to death. So, YouTube is down, but that don't stop the show, right? That don't stop us from doing what we got to do. Flea. 5 games left before we jump to the next topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
How important is it to finish out the month of January strong? So meaning, like, what if we can go 4-1, 5-0? Why aren't we thinking like that, right? Why haven't we, as a fan base, as an organization, why haven't we heard too much championship talk, right? So out the gate, these next 5 games, why shouldn't we have the confidence to say, no, we going to come out strong 5-0? Because I'm going to be honest, besides Detroit, like I said, I think Cleveland is dangerous. I still think we're the better team. It's just that, like I said, Harden makes them that much better over Darius Garland, right? But let's be realistic. If all our guys is there, if Josh Hart is playing and OG is playing, right? We had a lot of rest, Flea. So that means guys were able to get healthy. Why can't we go 5-0? Just your opinion. Why haven't we heard so much championship talk from none of our guys that's vocal, a Josh Hart or a Brunson?
Because they know that they're still figuring things out. Even coming up on the second half of the season. Still figuring out what the offense is supposed to look like. Obviously getting better on the string on defense. I just heard Josh Hart talking about how the communication has heightened a lot more. How guys are holding each other accountable. How, it's so different than it was at the beginning of the season. And so he was just talking about how much better they are defensively. Now, we still struggle from time to time, finding our offense in terms of a rhythm with the offense. But for me, 5-0 is not realistic because we haven't been a consistent team throughout the year. Like if we look at this Knicks team right now and we go off the pattern that they've been putting together, right now we coming up on a tough stretch on a potential losing streak. We started off the season slow. We hit a stretch where we won a ton of games and won the in-season tournament. Then we go on a stretch of 11 games where we 2-9. Then we bounce back and we win 8 in a row or 6 in a row or whatever it was. And then we go into Detroit and get our head smacked off. Right? And so, like, it's just hasn't been fully consistent to where we can hitch our wagon and say, yo, don't worry about this Knicks team, because guess what? By the end of the season, we're going to be a top 3 seed and we're going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Not everybody could say that confidently because the product that we put out there just hasn't been consistent. So I think the Knicks are gearing up for a deep playoff run, but I don't think it would be smart to be thumping your chest and acting like you did something when you haven't done it. You know how the Pistons are acting? Yeah, we don't need to act like that. We just need to continue to stack days and understand the bigger picture is playing in June, not winning a fucking game on Thursday. Can't hear you, OG.
Big shout out at Jose Lopez RC3GI for the $10. Y'all know $4.99 and better. You get a little shimmy shake. I need to see Mom Donnie. I don't know what that is. You know what that is?
The mayor that you voted for, Mom Donnie. Zoran, Mom Donnie.
So let me explain something to y'all.
The nigga you voted for.
I don't know. Vote. I don't know nothing.
Stop.
I don't know nothing about politics. I don't know who's the man. I don't know none of that. At least I need to see Mom Donnie at MSG for the finals with Spike. We don't need. Go ahead, OG. Tell them. Y'all need to see us in the
Facts.
finals. We don't need Spike there. We don't need Mob. We don't need none of them niggas there. Keep them bad luck ass niggas away from us. Facts. Get them niggas out of here. Right? But Flea, I disagree with you.
As
I disagree
always.
with you.
That's how it's supposed to be, man.
I disagree with you, right? Am I still good up here? Voice,
yes, sir.
Screen, everything?
Look good.
So
yeah, just need your hair done.
Yeah, Thursday for the game. Yeah.
You know,
hold on.
This is jealousy. This is jealousy. I want to grow my hair like that.
Listen,
let me just be honest. This is jealousy. My hairline is still good, but I can't do nothing with that. I'm mad.
Hey,
this
chat,
is jealousy, baby.
I'll be 49 in November and I can grow my hair back. Listen, the hate is for real.
The hate is real.
I respect the hate. You know what? I can't even be mad at the hate. You know what I mean?
I could not hate on you anymore without being honest. I'm mad I can't grow my hair like you, brother.
Listen,
I love that.
Listen, it's getting spoiled. It's getting scary out here.
It's scary out here.
Right? But all jokes aside, I think it's a way for us to brag and boast without looking like the Detroit Pistons. I would just like to hear our guys a little more talk about competing for a championship and maybe that being the goal, right? I don't hear it at all. So for me, I just want us to have that mindset because we all know you look good, you feel good. You speak things into existence. So for me, Flea, I get what you're saying. I agree. You know, we haven't done shit yet. So I don't want us to look like we're overconfident, right?
Right.
But I do want our guys to have that mindset to understand, like, hey, that's the goal. You know what I mean? When I hear everybody talking, I don't hear that. So I just want our guys to have confidence in themselves. And I just want us to understand we need to be competing for a championship. And there should be nobody standing in our way.
But I felt like last year's team, which I hope this year's team gets some of that as soon as the playoffs start. But last year's team was super competitive. And there was a humble confidence that last year's team walked around with. You knew when they came on the floor, we was going to be in every game. If we down 20, you better have us down 20 with a minute to go in the game. Because if we down 20 with any time to go, that Knicks team was going to fight back into it. So I'm just hoping, like, who this team is this year with the additions of the bench, how much contributions we get from the bench, right? Like, I'm just hoping this team has the same fight. We got Alvarado. He's a dog. Sohan is coming into the fray. He's a nigga that's going to mix it up. And then we got everybody that we bringing back from last year's team that went on that run. So I just hope that at the end of the season, when we going into the playoffs, we still have that humble confidence, knowing that, yes, we believe in us. We haven't done nothing yet, so we better not act like we done nothing yet. And, yo, go in and play some fucking defense. We go in and defend. We going to be in everything. The reason we won last year is because we defended our ass off against Detroit. The reason we won against Boston because we defended our ass off against them. Indiana, we struggled on defense, and they found a way to stifle Brunson. And so if we could find a way to get back into that Eastern Conference Finals, I'm very, very confident in the Knicks. Very.
Yeah, yes. I mean, that's a great point. And that was a great way to transition, right? Because we talk about, you know, a lot of teams, you want your best player to have the confidence, right? To be a leader, to be the captain, you know, to want to talk about being a championship contending team, right? And that being the goal. Well, we know who our leader is. We know who our best player is, right? The only person that may not believe that is big shout out David Smith. We know
big shout out to David
is the best
Smith.
player, right?
I got David.
We have some news from Jalen Brunson discussing his contract, right, Flea? And this is Jalen Brunson, quote, "We love for them," which we know he's talking about the Knicks, "to do right by me. I think anyone would. I feel like I sacrificed." Now we know Jalen Brunson signed a $156.5 million for 4 years, right? We know he saved us $100 million. I'm gonna say it again. He signed 156.5 for 4 years, and he said this quote, because I want everybody to hear this correctly. "We love for the Knicks to do right by me. I think anyone would. I feel like I sacrificed." That's Jalen Brunson on his next contract with the New York Knicks. Flea, I can't wait to hear how you feel about this. Give me your opinion first and foremost on how you feel about Brunson even bringing this up and discussing this.
Well, I'm sure somebody asked him, so he had to get busy and say what he had to say. But you sacrificed the money. Okay. You sacrificed a couple of dollars. But is the roster constructed the way you want it? Like, what did you really sacrifice? You got the roster that you want. You was about to do, y'all remember the video when he found out Josh Hart got traded to us. He was about to do a backflip. Mikal Bridges ain't here for no reason. Right? The only thing that maybe gave cause to pause was you bringing in Karl Anthony Towns, because it doesn't look like he was like an advocate of that. But at the end of the day, the roster is constructed the way you want it. The roster is constructed the way your godfather wants it. Like, everybody is in cahoots. Your daddy has a huge position on that bench right now as a head coach. A guy got fired. The head coach got fired, and they retained your dad. So hold on. What sacrifices are you really making? You're still a multi-millionaire. Like, okay, you making big dollars, nigga. But what sacrifices did you really make? It wasn't roster. It wasn't roster-wise. Who's the highest paid guy on the team? OG? So do you need to be the highest paid guy on the team to feel like you did something? You sacrificed the money. Cool. And within that time, did we win? You sacrificed the money. A 4-year stretch. Did we win in the 4 years? With you as our best player? No. I'm going to answer for you, OG. No, we didn't win the championship. We didn't win. So now you're saying, going forward, we owe you some paper. You're going to hamstring us now in terms of roster flexibility. And we supposed to win going forward. So all I'm going to say is this. I don't know if I'm cashing him out. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to get the biggest bag. Nice bag. He earned it. Multiple time All-Star, multiple time All-NBA player, made the Knicks relevant again, all that type of shit. I'm not going to ever discount what Brunson has done. But we talking about, like, going forward. 200 mil, 250 to hamstring us? I don't know about that. It's on you, though, OG.
I'm gonna read the quote again. Big shout out to the chat. And I'm peeking over at the chat. This is something serious. I'm gonna read it again. Jalen Brunson on his next contract. Quote, "We'd love for them." Right there, I don't like that sentence. We love for them. Who the fuck is them?
You're not a part of us?
Who the fuck is them? Right. And I'm a Brunson stan. We're gonna break this down. We'd love for them to do right by me. I think anyone would. I feel like I sacrifice. First, let me just say this. Can't nobody tell me nothing about Brunson. Flea, have I been the Brunson stan for the last couple seasons?
For sure.
So, as Shaq would say, I got G14 classification. I can say what the fuck I want about Brunson. Because I used to be the only one standing alone, Flea. Best player in the NBA, top this, top that, right? I don't like this comment. I don't like it. Whether he's right or wrong, I don't like the comment. We know what you sacrificed.
It's clear.
You did sacrifice $100 million. Like we know that, right?
That's clear.
But to say, Flea, this is bothering me.
Clearly, you usually have your words together. You not when it comes to Brunson.
But to say, speechless. We love for them to do right by me. I think anyone would. The Knicks haven't done right by you. They brought in your two best friends. There was speculation that maybe we should go get the Villanova head coach to make it a real family reunion. So for me, we haven't done right by you. Flea, I'm just the type, I'm built a little different. I don't need you to throw in my face what you did for me. I don't need you to tell me what you sacrificed and what I owe you. We know. The world know.
And let's make this relative. 100 mil, we're not talking. 100 mil is huge money to us. 100 mil is huge money to them. But that's relative to your peers. Everybody's making millions of dollars in the NBA. Like, miss me with we telling him he sacrificed 100 million. Like, slow down. These guys are making boatloads of money.
No, but Flea, 100 million is.
100 million is 100 million. I'm right. I fully understand.
It ain't like he sacrificed 2 million. 100.
But you in a room. You standing in a room with a 450 other millionaires. Like,
but Flea, no, because we're gonna like, this is not going to be a 5-minute segment because I see how it has you riled up, and I think this situation. See, for me, I start looking at things different, and it goes back to what I said a little while ago. Why is nobody talking about championships? We know how much the organization, the city, the fan base is starving for a championship. So if we owe you, nigga, you owe us. Flea, how about that? Hold on. If we owe you, Flea, I'm fine with that. But guess what? Nigga, you know what you owe us, right? You owe us to be hoisting that motherfucking trophy in June. See, that's the conversation nobody wants to have.
From a fan's perspective, that's our expectation. Right. As Knicks fans, that's our expectation, right? Like,
so a lot of these questions, Flea, these guys have to be careful how they answer them, right? Because for me, I just don't like how it comes off. Pause. Like, now it seems like you're just playing to get your money. You're not even playing to win a championship. That's how it comes off, right? And I can be totally wrong. But this is why you got to be very careful in how you respond to things. But Flea, let's be realistic. He sacrificed 100 million. What came with that?
I mean, bless.
Thank you. What came with that?
Listen, we went on the best run we've we went on the deepest playoff run we've been on in 25 years. So this is not a conversation about being ungrateful for Brunson. But when we start talking about, we're looking at every other team and who their best player is. Every other team that's championship worthy or that's talking championship. And because what Brunson has done for us, now we got to repay him, but we just stopped thinking about championships and we just got to be indebted to him now. I don't think that that's fair logic when we as fans are talking about wanting to win. We don't need to count that nigga's pockets. We want the best team on the floor.
A Flea, I love this comment, right? At I don't know how to pronounce that.
Anwedi.
Anwedi 25, right?
Anwedi 25. That's our guy.
Yeah. Y'all know we highlight comments. He said, "Timeout. The Knicks gave Jalen Brunson $100 million when Dallas was only offering $55 million." See, that's a great comment, right? Because Flea, let's be realistic, right? We forget that. Brunson, don't forget, y'all asked Dallas for short money 3 times. 3 times and got denied. We gave you the mother load. Don't do us like that, bro. We know what we owe you. We know what you did for us. Flea, I don't like how this comes off, bro. Paul, I really don't. I don't.
We didn't have a fly joint in years. Now we get a fly joint and we just got a trick and act like we ain't been here before. Okay, we ain't have a bad bitch in 20 years, but now we get a bad bitch, and now the bad bitch got to get all our money. She got to get every car we got. She runs the crib now just because we haven't had it in so long. That's a dumb logic. That's a dumb logic because the baddie's gonna walk all over you, and then when it's time to walk out the door, peace. And we still got to figure it out. We're Knicks fans, not Brunson stands. Does it make sense for us to max out Brunson and hamstring us going forward? It doesn't make sense. That don't make sense. If we want to win. Has Brunson earned his money? Yeah. I'm not saying he hasn't, but why should we feel like we gotta throw the whole hefty bag out and not have no flexibility to do nothing else with a miniature guard that can't guard his position? Why?
So Flea,
help me understand.
That's a great point. Let's take it a step further. Can Brunson feel like this because he watched OG tell the Knicks, "I'm not taking a pay cut"? I'm let it simmer. Let it simmer. Because remember, Flea, you know, up here, we going to tell the truth. we going to tell it how it is. And we always going to play devil's advocate because I love to hear both sides of the story. Does Brunson have a right to make this comment watching OG tell the organization, "I ain't taking no pay cut"? Fuck that. Give me your opinion on that. Do you side with Brunson if that's the case?
Brunson should have this attitude because he's earned it. He's been our best player for the last 4 seasons. He brought us back to relevancy. Right or wrong, the guy brought us back. We watching playoff games because of this guy's performance. So nobody's blind. Yes, he's great, but we have to be strategic on how we do this thing. You got to be strategic. Yes, he deserves. He deserves, but what you deserve don't mean you always gonna get that. You getting everything you deserve right now, OG? Probably not. I'm not getting everything I deserve. And we both work our asses off. Everybody in the comments, are y'all getting what y'all rightfully deserve right now as y'all speak? Probably not. But all I'm saying is from that perspective, you got to think about from the team first 4 years, oh shit, we putting together something. So now we just keep continuing to stack the years, climb this way. You think about your money, you're going to make a bunch of money. Or you want to go make the money? Goodbye. See you later. Why do the Knicks got to do it? I'm not with that. I'm standing there. I'm not with that. Y'all, somebody else could pay him.
There could have been a better way to respond, right? And like I said, who am I to tell someone how to respond, right?
For sure.
You know, I didn't have an opportunity to turn down $100 million, so right. Yeah. But you know, this is something we're discussing. He put it out there, pause, and we're talking about it. Flea, he could have responded way better. Way better. You know how you respond to those? I'll have that discussion after the season is over or when the time comes. Bro, we know what you did for us. We know.
Yes.
We know. We know. So for me to respond like that, and let me say this, I'm going to say it again. I can say what the fuck I want about Brunson. I've been a Brunson stan for years up here by myself, right? Flea, remember beginning of the season, even last season, I'm like, yo, some games it look like Brunson just wants his. He doesn't come off like that. He comes off as a nice guy, right? Comes off as blue collar, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if low-key Brunson is diabolical? Because making this comment, like you said, no, I'm serious. If you take all the money, how do we build a championship team around you, especially if we don't win this season? Like, so for me, I don't like this comment. I don't like that it came from him like this. A player like that, you don't expect that response. I'm being honest with you. I expect that from a Ja Morant, a Trey Young, just certain guys that carry themselves a certain way. You expect that from them, right? I don't expect that from Jalen Brunson. So for me, I'm like, wow, you know, you ain't got to throw in our face what you did for us, bro. Like we up here fight wars over you. Like the smoke he gets, I go to war with my brother every time we talk about Brunson.
That's a fact.
So, you know, he's going to get what he deserves, and he knows that. But listen, I don't like it. I think it may start a little turmoil in the locker room. And like I said, Flea, let's be honest. We allowed OG to tell us that. The rumor allegedly, right? Because we don't know for sure.
That's what he said. That's what
right.
he said. That's what they said. He said.
Right.
Like,
they said OG said, I ain't taking
a nigga like OG who ain't never averaged 18 points a game till he got here.
So
I need this.
So right. So is that Brunson letting the organization know? Nah, don't shortchange me, nigga. I remember what he told y'all. So from that aspect, we got some guys in the locker room that we look up to and we really think is cool, nice guys, but low key, they may be Shark Tank niggas, cutthroat. And for me, Flea, I don't like it because it's nothing talking about championship. That's the thing that scares me with OG, with that comment, and now with Jalen Brunson. How does that mindset, and let me ask you, Flea, you can respond. Yep. How does that mindset, how can you have that mindset and at the same time think about championships? Because the greats, the Derek Jeters, the Tom Bradys, the Tim Duncans, right? They took pay cuts. They did what was right for the team. They wanted to win championships. So, Flea, when you have two players like this, that reminds you, I want my fucking money. Flea, how does that work in the locker room? How does that work in the front office and organization? And how does that work with the fans? Your opinion.
Well, I think big shout out to Ray. I see Ray in the comments. What's good, Fabian? But Fabian alludes to this all the time. Brunson is like our Derek Jeter type, right? Right. The attitude, the leading by example, the cool, calm, collected guy, the guy that you could count on, right? All of that kind of stuff. Derek wasn't the best shortstop in the league during his time. When was Derek Jeter ever the best shortstop at his position? Be honest. And I love Derek. But be honest. Was he maybe 1 or 2 years? But was he ever head and shoulders the best shortstop in Major League Baseball? He wasn't. And I say that to say he needed other pieces around him. The Tino Martinez, the Chuck Knoblocks, the Bernie Williams, the Paul O'Neills,
the A-Rods.
You know what I'm saying? The A-Rods. I wasn't going there yet. I was slow walking that. But all I'm just saying is he needed other pieces to be around him to make that, championship team that we had in the Bronx. What I'm saying is yes, Brunson is a great player, but we gotta add to what we're doing here, and him getting all the money doesn't equate to us having a couple of dollars to bring in another piece that's going to help him get to the mountaintop. LA gave Bean $50 million when he was 39. $25 million a year for what? And I love Kobe Bryant. Y'all know how I feel about him. Love Bean. Ain't no way the Lakers should have got it. Yes, if I'm Bean, give me my money. Y'all owe me. But they should have never got him. They should have never paid him that. And it fucked them up for a 5 to 6 year span. So I don't want to be in that position. Again, I may be leaving a lot of things out, but I'm just saying I don't want to be in a position where, yeah, Brunson is going to be our top dollar guy. He's going to have all the accolades leading up to that. But now we're going to be on the other side of it, expecting wins because we paid him, and it may not result in being a championship move. So that's why I'm like, we got to think about this.
Big shout out Tori B. You know,
Tory B.
Listen, one of the best that's at this. Listen, she got smoke for whoever. That's why we love her. But Tori B said this isn't about fans, it's about management. I don't care about his money.
Fair enough.
No, let's take it a step further, right? Fuck it. Let's go there. Let's go there. Because no other platform, no other Knicks platform is going to ask this question right now. Is Brunson worth the max? Don't answer yet. No. Don't answer yet. When we talking to max, what max are we talking? I'm asking you, what max? So right now, extension 4 years, what, 300? 250?
I mean, if the market, if the market, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go
ahead.
ahead.
I don't super max him. I don't give him whatever the maximum amount of money is. I don't do that. But I do reward him handsomely. That's where I'm at. I don't give him a super max like what Shea will command when his next deal is up. What Ant-Man will command, what Wemby will command. Like, no, he can't. No, sorry. But okay, cool. We max him out. What does that do? That makes us feel better? That makes us feel like we did what we're supposed to do? Skywalker, shut the fuck up. I've been nice today. Shut the fuck up. We're not cool today. How about that? We're not cool today. Shut up. Go ahead, OG. Fuck out of here. I was trying to be nice, man. Trying to be nice.
Yeah, I ain't paying Skywalker no more.
I've been trying to be nice, man.
I seen one comment that kind of, because you know what, we gangster. We don't block nobody. We ain't no sucker.
Nah. But let's be cool. Like, all the dick riding, be cool. We grown men here. Like, we talking basketball. If you don't like that, go the fuck away. Like,
chat, we need y'all in this conversation to engage heavy. Is Jalen Brunson worth the Supermax? Because that's what this all boils down to. Let's call it what it is, right? Is Jalen Brunson worth the money? Is he ever going to be an MVP? We know about the defense. Is he ever going to win us a championship? That's what it boils down to. For me,
for real.
Y'all know my stance on giving niggas 300.
You don't want to give nobody 300.
Listen, you niggas ain't Leonidas.
When we come up, you're not giving them 300.
Please.
Now
it's
close the pause. Now it's
close
the pause.
What if Wemby? We know it's a possibility Wemby won't win a championship. Bro, I'm not giving niggas. Listen, at one time, LeBron James was guaranteed the finals every year, and I can't stand LeBron. But Flea, for how many years was LeBron guaranteed a finals, bro? Dumbest niggas I'm giving to me, that's 300. I call that Leonidas. Y'all know the movie 300. Niggas ain't Leonidas, bro.
Look at OG. Who else is on that Leonidas list? Go ahead. You said LeBron first. I ain't never seen that. Hey, Fabian, bookmark this, bro. Whoever's here, bookmark this. Niggas said Braun first. Go ahead. Who else is on the Leonidas list? Let me hear this.
That's it. These niggas ain't. No. Think about this. Think about this. How long has Joker been in the league now? One finals appearance.
Okay.
SGA and them just got there, so I'm not gonna put that title on him.
Okay.
Curry and them niggas been stinking for how long? Let's be realistic, right? Let's call it what it is. Curry and them wasn't guaranteed finals appearances. They was getting there because niggas was getting injured. They had to go run and get KD. So for me, it's Jalen Brunson, Leonidas.
No.
To me, that's what it boils down to, Flea.
No.
I'm sorry. And
No.
I would love to see guys take not $100 million pay cuts, but why not take 20, 30 to fill out the roster, maybe to help you get to that, because that has to be the goal. If we ain't winning a championship, Flea, and this is what I've been saying, and I've been saying it for a couple years now, right? A couple seasons, I don't hear championship talk from nobody. I don't hear championship talk from nobody.
The landscape is so much different now, though, OG. We in a spot that we haven't ever seen. I know I haven't. I'm not some, I'm not 50 plus, and you're not 50 plus. But what I'm saying is, these last 8 seasons, this is the first time we ever seen some shit like this, where teams are not going back to back. Teams are not built for to go towards dynasties. Right. The dynasty stuff is like what we grew up on, what we're used to, where a nigga could come in and say, yo, we just won last year, we're gonna do it again. Right? Bro. Teams, there's been a new champion for how many years now? 7, 8 years in a row. So this shit is so different. Nobody has the confidence to walk into the season, real confidence, and say, yo, we're gonna win a championship. Shit is up in the air. Did you ever see anybody for that decade straight in the Eastern Conference talk? David Griffin just came out, and I know we'll talk about that at some point. David Griffin just came out and said the Eastern Conference was weak, so we knew LeBron was going to get to the NBA Finals every year. Right. But what other team in the East would say, yo, we got a chance to go? Nobody. So I just think, for me, niggas is being realistic right now. They don't know. They have no clue. OKC could be confident. Denver could be confident. Boston could be confident. But after that, who else?
But you know what else, Flea? In life, and I've thought about this for a couple years now. Be careful what you ask for.
Right.
Be careful what you ask for, because you get all this money and you don't succeed. You fail. And we know what failing means. We are expecting a championship, bro. We've had a little taste of success. Like I said, we've had some caviar. Nobody wants to go back to ravioli. We don't.
We had caviar?
No, I'm saying we had a little taste. A little taste. Yeah, a little taste.
The nigga came around with the shit. He let us got.
Oh, this shit is all right.
This shit is all right.
But he never came back around. Remember,
he never spun the block. He never spun the block. That's a fact. But
now
we got a little. All right,
bro. When you got taste buds for something, that's all you want now. It's just on it. Listen, that for a moment, that was me. Butter pecan ice cream, Haagen-Dazs. Listen, bro. Listen, right?
He'll bang out a pint, and then a pint, bang a whole pint out. Oh shit!
Please,
whole pint.
Nigga be in the house 10 o'clock at night chilling. Just get me one of them things.
right to the store.
No problem.
Oh, man, y'all know what I need.
So for me, with Jalen Brunson, listen, I'm not saying you don't deserve your money. I'm not saying you shouldn't get your money. I would just like for guys to just prioritize a championship. Like, we're going to take care of you. Bro, you took care of us. Pause. Like, we know what you've done for the city, for the team, right? It's no way they're not going to not take care of you. But I just need to see more guys, and I don't want to put this on Brunson, more guys prioritize championships. Like I said, when you talk to these guys, you don't even hear them talk no more. So it ain't no big ESPN interviews, right? You may hear them on a podcast, or you may hear them lightly anywhere. But Flea, I don't hear nothing about championships. I don't hear nobody say, I want to be the greatest. I want to be this. I want to be that. I don't hear it. So for me, I just be careful what you ask for. Because sometimes we ask, and when we get it, we realize, damn, I jammed myself.
All right. So fast forward a little bit. Let's because I got Knickerbockers here too. I ain't seen Knickerbocker in a little while. Knickerbocker, what up? Bodega Mayor, that's his name. I messed that up. I got. But yo, so Brunson gets paid. Let's fast forward just a little bit. We could prognosticate a little bit.
Right.
Brunson gets paid. You're the biggest Brunson fan that I know. You already have sky-high expectations for the Knicks. But now he gets a bag and he could sit, when we talking about money, he could sit with other niggas named Leonidas. Where did the expectations go from there, though?
Championship. It's championship now, Flea.
That's why I think it's crazy. Like that.
But Flea, but for me, this is why these organizations is insane. Y'all giving, I don't care that the money is there. You giving guys money and there's no expectations for the money. So Flea, I could just sign you and give you 300. And I don't want you to bring me a championship. Niggas ain't bringing all-stars. Niggas ain't bringing MVPs. Niggas ain't bringing nothing. No, bro. Listen, you got us to the conference finals. We were 2 games short of the NBA finals. You're a great player. We got your pops on the team. We got your friends on the team. We even upgraded from Randall to Karl Anthony Towns. We done made moves in the offseason. Everybody complaining about the coach. We changed the coach. What more do you want? There's sacrificing going on both sides. And that's why what Brunson said I don't like. There's sacrificing going on both sides. Nobody else would have signed Josh Hart. Not saying he ain't a great player, but we know why he's here. We know why we gave up whatever we gave up for Mikal Bridges. We trying to duplicate the Villanova team, thinking that's going to bring us a championship. There were even ideas about the coach. So for me, listen, man, moving forward, when he does get his big contract, when he does get the max or the super max, whatever it is, Flea, it has to be championship or bust. Especially if now every season you're 50-plus games, you're an all-star, you're all NBA. Like I said, we're having talks about you being one of the best players in the NBA. Some have you the best point guard in the NBA at times. We're building a good enough team around you where a guy like Paul Pierce says you have enough weapons. Why wouldn't it not be championship or bust, Flea?
Because the roster got to be good, and it has to, like, we're going through a time where we're seeing what the major result is with Jalen Brunson as our best player. So, okay, Brunson can be here. I'm cool with that. But upgrading the number 2 guy or upgrading the number 1 guy, making him the second best player is important. It just is important. So I can't hitch my wagon to Brunson being our best player, and he got the bag, so that means championship. It sounds good, but I got to see it for me. I got to see it.
Well, there's one guy that got $300 million, and he plays for the Ops. Yeah. We know somebody that got $300 million. Is he worth it? It's looking like it so far. Jalen Brunson, Flea. Have Jalen Brown. I'm sorry. Jalen Brown, who got his $300 million, who got his Supermax. The website, Whole Lot of Celtics. Flea, I love this topic. I can't wait to delve into this.
Yeah.
Chat,
I'm ready.
Chat, listen to this. If you put Jalen Brunson on this current Celtics team and Jalen Brown on this current Knicks team, the Celtics are probably fighting for a playing spot, and the Knicks are championship favorites. Can't take much more of people acting like Brunson is on the same level as Brown. Flea, I'm gonna read that again because this is about to get real good.
Go ahead.
Big shout out, Whole Lot of Celtics. If you put Jalen Brunson on the Celtics, right? If you put Jalen Brunson on the Celtics with this current roster, and you put Jalen Brown on the Knicks with the current roster, the Celtics would be a play-in, and the Knicks would be a sure championship contender. And then he goes to say he's tired of people saying Brunson is on the same level as Brown. Flea, the floor is yours. What's your response to that? Chat, what the hell is your response to that?
I'm gonna always go with the guy who's the bigger player. I'm sorry. I'm always gonna go with the guy. So you put Jalen Brunson in Boston right now. They're a good team. Him and Peyton Pritchard in the backcourt. Him and Derek White in the backcourt. That's a good team.
I seen him do it already.
That's a good team.
I seen him do it already.
Who did he do it with?
Two seasons ago.
Who?
You asked me a question. Brunson already did. Hold on. Get the fuck. Brunson already did it. Can I respond?
Nah. You gave me the floor. I just asked you a quick question. Answer the question. Let me get back to cooking.
Go ahead. No, I ain't gonna answer the question.
I just need you to put a little salt in the pot and get the fuck out the kitchen. Let me cook.
Because my response is going to be at least 10 minutes. Go ahead and finish what you got to say.
You don't need 10 minutes on this. What the fuck you need 10 minutes on this?
Yes, we do.
Yo, OG, if you think a guard that is as your height, can't see over defenses, can't guard his own position, is better than a guy who can man, go ahead. I don't even got to say nothing. No, Jalen Brunson can't do it, and no, he's not. I'm getting. My head is all over the place. Pause. Are we serious right now? Jalen Brunson over Jalen Brown? Have your 10 minutes, bro. I don't want to have nothing to do with this conversation. If I had the opportunity to have Brunson or Brown, give me Brown. Like
what? I watched Brunson do it already with this type of stuff.
Do what?
What Jalen Brown is doing right now with a bum-ass roster. He did it 2 seasons ago when they traded for OG. OG was injured. Randall was injured. Mitch was out. And he did it with Deuce, Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, and Hartenstein. 28 in the season, 35 in the playoffs, second round, game 7. Nigga was looking like Mike out there. What Jalen Brown is... Let me finish. You told me I got my 10 minutes.
Slow down.
No.
You're not about to talk for 10 minutes straight. I lied to you. Sorry. You're not about to talk for 10 minutes straight. No.
Let me ask you a question.
Go. But you're not talking for 10 minutes straight.
What Jalen Brown is doing right now was Jalen Brunson doing that 2 seasons ago with that bum-ass roster with no bench.
I don't care. You asked
Answer
me
the
who
question.
I want over the team.
He was injured.
Yes, I'm agreeing with you. I am agreeing with you. But what I am saying, going that way, going forward, yes, if I have a team that's struggling, give me Jalen Brown over Jalen Brown. I'm sorry.
Once again, what Jalen Brown is doing right now, Jalen Brunson already did.
Okay, that's cool.
He had an MVP candidate season. He was top 5 or top 6. Cool. 28 in the season, 35 in the playoffs. Looking like Mike, couldn't be stopped, couldn't be guarded. And that roster was horrific with no bench. And he was knick-knacking injured throughout the whole season. No OG, no Mitch, no Julius Randle. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Some of them starting 5s was him, Deuce, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Hartenstein. Where is the offense in that starting 5?
OG, the difference with this is Brunson is the best player on that team. Jalen Brown is not the best player on Boston.
Right now he is.
Tatum, listen to what I'm saying. Without Tatum, he has to be the guy. So he has to go up another level. Brunson is already our guy. He's already 1A according to you and Fabian. Jalen Brown is not 1A according to the NBA world and most people out there. Tatum is the guy. So they're asking their second best player to step up and maintain their level of greatness while their number 1 guy, their 5-time first-team All-NBA guy is not there, and they're asking him, yo, keep us afloat because we're about to rush this nigga back. And what is he doing? They're a 2 seed right now. I just think it's very, very different if we're talking about what they're being asked to do. You said Brunson is the number 1 guy, and he's showing that. Jalen Brown has never been looked at as a number 1 guy. You finally put him in a number 1 spot, and he's maintaining it without Jason Tatum. So for me, I think that's more impressive than what Jalen Brunson is doing. That's for me.
So let's add some context to this, right? This season, how many injuries happened in the East so far? No Giannis. Philly in the beginning of the season, Embiid horrific. No Paul George. Cleveland making trades all over the place. Orlando was nowhere near the team there were. Atlanta just that season Brunson did that. Everybody was fucking healthy. The East was super tough. Jaylen Brown is getting away with this shit by default. Like you said, Flea, we got a new coach. We got to acclimate new offenses. So we are not who we are. Milwaukee not who they are. Atlanta not who they are. Philly not who they are.
Boston should be a lottery team by people's thoughts. Boston should be a playing team by the roster they got. Who's Boston's big right now? Hurry up. Who's their second leading scorer right now outside of Jaylen Brown? Jaylen Brown's averaging 30. Who comes next? You couldn't even tell me. And I'm not trying to check you on your stats because I don't even know.
Flea, but
I have no clue.
But Flea, that's the same argument we could make for Brunson 2 seasons ago. But
why are we talking about 2 seasons ago? The guy is talking about right now. Now.
Right.
Okay.
And for me, that's trying to shit on Brunson. Listen, the only people I'm allowed to shit on Brunson is Knicks rehab. And we ain't going for that.
Yeah.
So right now, is Brunson on Jaylen Brown's level as a basketball player?
I would say so. I would say they're in the same class.
Right.
Yeah,
so what the fuck is homie talk? The point I'm trying to make, hold on, y'all know we got to read the super chats. We not as good as Fabian.
Shout out to Brooke.
Right. Brooke
NPG 102. Yes, sir.
When the Celtics won the NBA championship, Brown was the conference finals MVP and the finals MVP when Tatum was there. How was he not a 1A? I was going to go there, but...
Because he's not. Because he's not. We move on. He's not.
For me, listen, man. For me, like I said, Jalen Brunson is having a hell of a season. The Celtics has definitely overachieved. I didn't expect this from them. But don't tell me what Jalen Brown, is doing with this roster. Brunson couldn't do because I watched him do it. And let's talk about it. Imagine Brunson with that coach. So for me, that's why when you add
coach,
so he's not a good coach.
Staff?
No.
Bickerstaff?
Talk about the coach they got now.
Bickerstaff. That's what we talk. Who you talk? Oh, I'm thinking about Detroit. You're talking about Joe Mazzulla. Okay.
Right. So for me, Brunson will have better coaching. Let's not act like that coach doesn't get enough credit. We know Flea, they left him, right? But still, you got to succeed, right? He was a successor. That coach deserves a lot of credit. I'm not saying Jaylen Brown is having a great season. What he's doing, he surprised me. We give kudos where kudos is due, right? But that coach is a hell of a coach. So you telling me Jalen Brunson with that coach, with that roster constructed right now, I disagree. Like I said, I'm going off of Philly. I'm just saying with Philly not being as good as they were, with Embiid and Paul George with what they're going through. Remember, Flea, Indiana, right, is not the juggernaut that they were last season and 2 seasons ago. Remember, they was a thorn in our side, right? So think about it. Boston don't have to deal with Indiana, Philadelphia, Orlando Magic, Atlanta Hawks. Let's be for real. Trae Young and them niggas was headaches. Not saying it was a threat or was championship contention. So for me, listen, go ahead with that bullshit. I'm not taking no Jalen Brunson slander unless it's from the Knicks rehab. Fuck that.
So you swap them out right now. Are they a 2 seed? Like today. If you just swap them out right now, is this Boston team? Hold on, slow down. I don't know if we've been watching. I mean, we've been watching everything, but let's keep a cool booty for a second. We talking about Jalen Brunson with a starting lineup of Pritchard, White, Keita at the 5. Sometimes they start Hauser. Jordan Walsh has started 20 games. I hear what you're saying about the Knicks roster 2 years ago, This is not the Knicks roster from 2 years ago, brother.
What's the Knicks
It's
roster?
not even close.
What's the Knicks
roster? Not even close.
So give me the Knicks roster.
You were there. You tell me. You were there. You tell me.
I just told you.
You were there. You tell me.
I just told you.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Come on.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Because I just named a bunch of niggas that wouldn't start on a bunch of other teams. So we said Pritchard, find me a bunch of other teams that Pritchard's going to start on. Keita, find me a bunch of teams that he's going to start on. But, okay. We said Brunson 2 years ago. So we talking about, what year you talking about, OG? The year they traded for Anunoby? The year we went to 7 games against Indiana, right?
Right.
That's what we talking about?
And remember that season, name everybody. Remember, everybody was hurt. So remember, you can't name Randall, you can't name Mitchell Robinson, and you can't name OG because they was injured.
So we talking about from the season. And what seed were we that year?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Second. We were a 2 seed. We were a 2 seed. So by the time them injuries started, who was that? Hart, DiVincenzo, Hartenstein. I just named 3 players that are already better than the 3 niggas I named in Boston. But okay.
No. Pritchard and Derek White. Go ahead. Now go after that.
Like I said, Hart, DiVincenzo, and Hartenstein.
What's the names after that?
What else we got? Starting. That would be it because we traded RJ and we traded IQ. But that would be the 3 guys. 3 or 4 guys, and then we mix it up however you want to mix it up at the 5. But give me Hartenstein, NBA champion when he left, Josh Hart, and Dante DiVincenzo. 2 guys that he was familiar with, 2 guys he won a fucking championship with. So you telling me that's harder to do than what Jaylen Brown is doing currently right now. 2 guys that he's familiar with.
Now, I didn't say pause. I didn't say harder. I'm saying he did the exact same thing. Now, let's flip the question.
Okay.
Would anybody expect Jalen Brunson to keep that afloat, a 2 seed? Oh my God, the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. Cherokee is in the building. Cherokee, what up, baby?
Cherokee, what up, girl? When you come into AllBall's house, please wipe your feet at the door. Hit that like button. Right. Y'all know what Cherokee says.
Flea, that roster you just named, Jalen Brunson had to be damn near Mike to keep that thing afloat, keep him a 2 seed, and actually get to a game 7 in the second round. Was that expected?
No.
That's all I'm saying. And
no. You got to be honest. No, you're right.
And Flea, that's the point I'm trying to make. I'm saying what Jalen Brown is doing, I seen Brunson do it already. Now, whether he can do it with this roster constructed right now with the Boston Celtics, okay, I don't think they will be a 2 seed, but you're not going to tell me they're going to be a play-in. And I'm only saying this because of what the East is.
Of what the East is.
Right, and if you compare the East now to what that East was 2 seasons ago, where Giannis, you got Embiid, right? MVP type niggas, right? Halliburton and them giving everybody hell. Damn, at that time, Chicago was getting on our nerves. You have Atlanta with Trae Young. So there were teams that were healthy, that were much better. Cleveland Cavaliers, no matter what we think about them regular season, they are a great regular season team. So for me, I think Jalen Brown is having a great season. But by default, that's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Let's talk to David Smith.
David Smith gave some money.
Yeah. Come on, David, 499.
You know you're doing something well
when David
Smith is paying some money.
What up, Dave?
David Smith, big shout out. He said Brunson is a star killer. First, Brunson couldn't develop chemistry with Luka. Then it was Randall, and now Cat. Brunson doesn't want to share the spotlight.
Yikes! I'm a mute up. You respond to David Smith. I'm a mute up. You got it.
So David Smith, I'm gonna totally disagree, and here's how I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do it respectfully and very humbly.
Since Brunson, never been a humbler day in your life, nigga.
At all. Since Brunson has been with the Knicks, Josh Hart has had some of his best years. DiVincenzo had one of his best seasons.
No, I'm not muting. No, I'm not muting up. I was going to mute up. No, I'm not muting up. You start naming role players when he talked about stars to answer him? All right, let me mute up. You're right. I'm going to mute up. I'm going to let you talk to David Smith. You are nuts.
Carl Anthony
you know how
Towns.
Crazy you are?
Carl Anthony Towns has never been an MVP candidate in his life, even if it was only for 2 months. That was alongside Brunson. Carl Anthony Towns has never been one of the best rebounders in the game. He's never been called the greatest three-point shooting big. I've never heard that until now. So
that's why you wanted him here. That's why you wanted him here.
No, hold on. Let me finish.
Hey, K-Dot.
Hold on.
OG's being a dirty ass nigga. You wanted him here because he was the best shooting big man of all time. And now you never heard it?
Let me finish.
Oh,
when has Julius Randle been a star? What? Hold on. We get to the super chat, y'all.
He was an all-star before Brunson came here.
Big shout out at Sam Mayer 9647 Detroit basketball. Brunson doesn't make players better.
499. Thanks, Sam Mayer.
They say appreciate the super chat. See your ass Thursday night. Have that same energy Thursday night. Can I ask you a question before we get out of here?
Yes, sir. You know that.
Name me 5 players that made players better.
5 players. Magic. Braun. Michael. Duncan.
You ain't got to name no more. Just stay right.
Joker.
Stay right there. No. Stay right there.
Steph. Because of his shooting ability.
I agree. I'm not
allowing guys to be open.
I mean, if you want to keep going on, I'm fine with that. But
I can keep going. Kid. I forgot Kid. Right. Big shout out to Washington RL. There's a lot more.
You hear all those names?
Mm-hmm.
You hear those names you just said, right?
I do. I absolutely do.
That's my point. It's a fucking myth. Stop telling me niggas, who the fuck am I to make you better? Get it off the board, nigga, like niggas say. You see the names you
That's why you was never a point guard. That's why. You want to know why? That's why you was never a fucking point guard. You got some fucking nerve. Are you kidding me?
You just see the names you just named? That's my point. Niggas kill me with that. So ain't make nobody better. Why the fuck I gotta make you better? What are you talking about?
Oh shit.
Knock down your shots. Flea, how many games? Flea, how many games? Flea, how many games? How many
Magic can't be great.
Flea, how many games, how many seasons have we just cursed out OG, Mikal Bridges, Carl, whoever? Knock down your shots. There's no true point guards no more. Why are we acting like we don't watch the game?
That's a different conversation. You're right.
But
that's a different conversation.
But why don't he get that rope like everybody else? There's no, like, we expect him to be Curry, Mike, Magic, Duncan. Hey, listen.
You said the nigga is Jordan in the playoffs. Don't run from it now, nigga. You just said the nigga was Jordan in the playoffs. So you know what Jordan did in the playoffs? He elevated and niggas next to him elevated.
He passed the ball and niggas made the shot. He passed the ball, them niggas knocked down the shots. That's the difference.
So we back to niggas is regular weed now. That's what we back to?
There's one player, my opinion, is the definition of making people better, and that's Tom Brady. My opinion.
The only guy ever to
Magic
play
ain't worthy of them better. Them niggas was tough already.
Play professional sports is Tom Brady.
The definition of making players better. Flea. Hold on, Flea.
Magic didn't make Worthy better.
No. God. Worthy was already him. And I may put Jason Kidd in there because of Like his
Worthy struggled. Worthy was a #1 pick coming out of UNC and struggled the first year or two as a Laker. You talking to me now? You ain't talking to one of these up. It's me.
Slow down.
You know it's me, nigga.
Slow down.
It's me.
She got
Stop.
another avatar there. Slow down.
I told her stop playing with us, man.
The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. She pays when she's late in the building. Nick House Tatted Mommy is in the building. And when it's more than $4.99 and up, you get a little shimmy shake. Listen, we miss y'all too. We here, we ain't going nowhere. All I'm saying is you niggas keep coming up with the same excuses for Brunson. Flea, he's did nothing but progress the Knicks since he's been here. First round, second round, conference finals. Now we have an opportunity to get to the finals. And Flea, my last point, and I would love you to respond to this before we get out of here, because we got to prep, because tomorrow we do nothing but talk about Thursday night's game.
Yeah. I look
right?
to that.
And Thursday night, we live for that bitch. We ain't running. We ain't ducking no smoke. Flea, if we get to the finals, how many times are we going to say he has to make guys better? And that's why we're not successful or we're not winning. If he didn't skip no steps. Flea, there's no skips. No skip steps.
Yeah.
Right. First round, second round, third round. What's the excuse going to be now if we're in the finals?
What's Brunson got? Is Brunson peaked as a player?
No.
Is this the best we've seen of him? You got another level.
Well, I think a season ago was probably the best I've seen. I don't think this year he's having a great season, even though he's averaging 27.
Is there another level for him to go to?
Yes.
What's the next level? What's the next level? Stay with me. What's the next level?
A more vocal leader.
Okay.
Passing the ball more. Passing the ball more.
Vocal leader.
Right.
Passing the ball more. Go ahead. I'm listening.
And defending a little better.
Vocal leader.
Also playing smarter basketball.
Playing smarter basketball.
Right.
Defending better. All things that will help guys around him be better. All things that will help guys around him be better. We getting out of here, so I ain't gonna get long-winded. All things that will help him.
So hold on. So now
guys be better. That's all.
So now it's Brunson. So let's get this straight, because who said that? Now remember, Brunson is super nigga. Remember?
Who said Brunson got to be super nigga? Whoever said that was funny.
Remember, Brunson has to be super nigga. So now he has to be your therapist, right? He has to caress Karl Anthony Towns, right? He has to be his psychologist. And then now he has to make everybody better. So y'all telling me this is Brunson's job, right?
The point guard, yes. The point guard of the team, the captain of the team, yes. I don't understand why the buck stops at Brunson when we expect every other nigga that's called 1A, best player on the team, clutch player of the year. What are we talking about, bro?
No. Right. We're going to give a 2-3 minute overtime.
Okay, what we got?
Because when you name all those greats, the Mikes, the Kobe's, the Duncans, the Magics, right? The kids, the Currys, right? When they made their guys better, did those guys do their job at a high level? Rodman rebound at a high level. Guys knock down shots. Guys defend at a high level. So when are we going to hold OG, Mikal Bridges, Karl Anthony Towns, Deuce, Josh Hart? When are we going to hold them accountable?
Absolutely. I'm with you. Absolutely. 1,000%. I'm with you. Got to hold those guys accountable. But when they're the guys, you got to beat. When they're the guys, who gets help? We leave it like this, OG. Because I love what you do with this. If Brunson gets most of the pie, why are we worried about the other niggas? How's the pie look? When we talk about divvying up the pie, that's your take. That's how you do it. I ain't taking ownership for this. That's what our OG does. We divide the pie up. What does the pie look like?
Watch this.
What we got?
Don't you always say it's a team game?
Yes, nigga.
See y'all tomorrow night.
Yo,
It's a team game. So if it's his job to make guys better, it's your job to knock down your shots, to rebound, to defend, right? That's all I'm saying. How long are we going to continue to just keep throwing this man under the bus when it comes to that? Listen, he can't be super nigga.
That's so funny.
Remember, he got to worry about Cat in his mindset, getting him the ball, right? Got to worry about not getting him mad. Like it's come on, bro. So you know what? Now I see what he's saying. I took a pay cut and I got all these jobs.
Nigga, pay me my money. Give me my fucking money.
I got more jobs than Stephen A. Smith, nigga. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Hold on. What? Listen, man. Love y'all. Like
I love y'all,
said,
man. Love you, OG.
Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world. Love you more, but y'all was here with us. Tomorrow we are back up here live, 8 o'clock. There's one thing to discuss. Thursday night. Everybody get some rest because tomorrow we're going to try to break down how important Thursday night is, what it means, and listen, just what it's going to take to beat these goddamn Detroit Pistons. And also, Flea, we're going to discuss tomorrow what does it mean for Mike Brown if he wins or loses this game tomorrow. So that's all we're discussing is Thursday night, Detroit Pistons at home, prime time. The big payback. Rest in peace, James Brown.
You Michigan niggas get into the chat tomorrow. Skywalker, I better see you tomorrow, nigga.
The big payback. Yeah.
Guru, Ray Floyd. Where my nigga Ray Floyd at? Ray Floyd, 313. There's somebody else nigga named 313. Everybody from Detroit show. We're gonna have some fun tomorrow. Listen, man. Everybody have a great night. Pull up tomorrow. We here live Knicks Rehab, 8 p.m. That's 7 Eastern. Listen. Yes. One topic and one topic only. We need y'all in the building. Get y'all notes and let us know what we got to do to get this goddamn W Thursday night. Flea, have a great night, my brother. My brothers. Yes.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
Deja un like, comentario.
Y suscribe.